So Paul, tell me about new builds. Why would I choose a new build perhaps over a resale property?
Well, there could be a few reasons, and it really depends on your circumstance. But one of the first feedback that we get from people that buy a new build is time. So, of course, if you buy a new build, it's all done, it's all ready. In fact, you could have even chosen some of the specification yourself. But you don't have to spend time doing it up at the evenings or the weekends, and we're more time poor than we've ever been. So it's that nice transition of just moving in nice and easily.
And always starting with a blank canvas, isn't it? So where you're discussing your new home with the house builder, you could choose so many things without having to actually do anything at all. They'll do it all for you.
Yeah.
So it couldn't be better, really.
Absolutely, and I guess there's also that element of cost, because invariably with a resale property you might want to model it your own way, and that quickly runs up.
There's always going to be hidden costs from that, isn't there?
Yeah. And the amount of times we see somebody buy like a do-upper and then 10 years later it's still a do-upper, because life gets in the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what about
the chain aspect?
Yes, absolutely. What about the chain aspect?
Yeah, so I think with that as well, we're seeing so many chains fall apart, and it's a problem with the English legal system, but the great thing about new build, that really helps solve that, because you're not going to worry about your seller pulling out, or their onward changing their mind. So I think it can make a lot less stress to the transaction, in that that there's nothing further beyond that property.
Yeah, it must be something really nice about being the first person to live in that house and not having anybody else live there before. Yeah. I imagine that's quite a nice feeling as well, actually.
Absolutely, and I think one of the other aspects as well is the financial. So I've already alluded to, doing up a resale property quickly runs into the tens of thousands, so it could make it more expensive than a new build. But then you've also got more energy efficiencies, or tend to have with the newer build, because they have to be built to certain standards. Of course,
they're generally more energy efficient as well, aren't they? Because obviously the heating systems that are in place, they obviously have thought about this. We know the crisis that we've gone into with the prices of energy and everything else, and also I think they've done a lot of work on sort of making them more sustainable as well, which is great for our carbon footprint, which is very good for the planet too.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's cheaper and better for the planet, so I think that's a couple of real big points for people there.
Brilliant. Well, maybe I should consider a new build as my next home.
Why not?